Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, March 18th, 2023, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. Become more authentic and you will have a flowering. And the more authentic you become, by and by, you will feel many things are falling away of their own accord. You never made any effort to do it. They just fall of their own accord, Osho. There is something quite miraculous and magical that happens at the very moment we are living our deepest rooted authenticity. A new fresh you begins to sprout as you are pulled to surrender deeper into your very essence and being. The attempt to express oneself authentically means there are no hidden agendas behind how or why you are sharing yourself. You have nothing to hide, nothing to achieve, nothing to lose, and you know there's nobody to win anything. You simply cannot and do not want to hold back your most liberated, enlightened self any further. You are devoted to revealing the naked essence of who you are. You are devoted to freedom more than you are to security. When all of this happens, look out. You will soon discover that all your fears and insecurities are quickly fading away. There is a huge enlightening aspect to being authentic that most people have not seen or do not consider. When you are truly being authentic, meaning expressing your emotions, feelings, and beliefs from a truly authentic place, a shift happens in your consciousness, where nothing tends to faze you anymore. You are not concerned with the opinions of others, or how you need to be to receive the world's approval. Breathe deep and let go of things. Deep down, and far, far, far in, we are truly free from it all. We are that deeply liberated souls who are alive behind the scenes, enjoying the exotic play of diversity and expression. Our mouths may be moving, hands flying about in the air, telling the most wonderful stories about our lives, yet we are not inhibited. Sure, there is that superficial part of us that might be a bit concerned about what others may think. This is the one who is trying to control your expression and try to make it into a show. Yet, when we take a good look beneath it all, there is no part of us analyzing, concerned, or worried about the expression of information coming through you. We are like a wild river that has broken through its dam and is now flooding over its protective banks. There is no more room for being rational, reasonable, or remaining within the small confines of our normal social boundaries. We are in a state of pure, unbounded freedom. There is so much creativity and love pouring through us that we have to sit back, take our foot off the brake, step fully on the gas, and ride this one all the way. Be a light for those who live in darkness. Show them what it means to love. In the rawest form of true authenticity, we are always okay with letting all our cards be seen on the table. We don't shuffle our cards around depending on who is sitting at the table with us. Our cards are the same. We are willing to let everyone know anything about us at any moment. We've completely stopped hiding any information from anyone. From this place, we can no longer be afraid of judgment, ridicule, or any type of emotional, mental, or social enslavement. We are perhaps, for the first time, truly living life, breathing in life that is beyond fear. It's just something that happens when authenticity is the most important quality to experience. When there is a willingness to expose the greatest and the most vulnerable parts of us, the most beautiful thing of all manifests itself wherever we are. We naturally radiate the infinite source of love that we all truly are. Here, we will discover the strongest roots which ground our beings and liberate our souls. For me, the experience of being authentic is all about finding the deepest surrender. This means surrendering the ego's desires over to the most radical, deepest honesty that is bubbling up at that moment. I realize the more authentic I can be with others, the more free and light I can feel within myself. Choosing this as a way of life has changed my life forever. If you're still looking for that one person who will change your life, take a look in the mirror, Roman Price. If you're still looking for that one person who will change your life, take a look in the mirror. Some of us will or already have realized how powerful authenticity is and devoted in literally devoting our entire lives to be real. You will feel a heavy burden lifted from your chest. And our purpose, all of us, is to love and accept ourselves exactly as we are. And as we reveal our full naked selves with everyone that we meet, there is simply nothing to be afraid of anymore. Failure, loss, fear, desperation, abandonment, these dark experiences cannot touch you anymore, as you are devoted to revealing the lightness within them. From this practice, you can have the most liberating and uplifting experiences out of the most challenging conversations and situations. The foundation of our lives have become the experience of being happy, which comes simply from being free to be ourselves. No matter what spiritual path we may be on, when we can fully give ourselves permission to simply show up in a real way, being radically real, honest, and truthful with everyone about what your experience of life actually is in that moment, you are free. Your angry victim story, your gripping tale of abandonment, betrayal, loss, or past life karmic patterns, all instantly loosen their hold on you. The most natural and effortless state of joy seems to relax into your heart, and you feel a deep peace well up inside you. Radical honesty is the immediate doorway to God. This deep honesty is exactly the only thing we will be doing the day that we die. As we are leaving our bodies, getting ready to knock on God's door, the only thing that will be pouring out of our being is the most honest replay of our entire lives. We might as well begin practicing being super honest today. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Mark Twain. There are many, many, many benefits to being authentic and radically honest. Perhaps the biggest benefit is that you start taking full responsibility for the life you are creating. You begin owning the fact that you are a powerful manifesting being who is totally capable of transforming your life in any way you want it to be. In each new moment, we can reinvent ourselves. And the discovery to success with this is all about being fierce with the ego, being vigilantly aware that negative, fear-based, over-controlling mindset that is addicted to desiring. It is terrified of being honest and only knows the lie of separation from God. When we begin lifting the veil that it's hiding behind and reveal our true, naked, liberated selves, we find that the purpose of the ego is to liberate us. And befriending it becomes the most self-loving aspect of our day. The purpose of the ego is to liberate you. And befriending it becomes the most self-loving aspect of your day. It's like you say, ego, you're not in charge here. I love you, but you're not in charge here. Always remember, that which is real cannot be threatened. If you have to defend yourself and cannot or should not reveal something, that wall is there. Just so you can experience the shedding of another egoic layer and feel even freer. We all know that everyone is totally naked underneath their clothes. It's the same deal with the ego. The ego is just this super tight outfit you've been wearing for so many lifetimes that you've forgotten that you can take it off and be your real God self, natural and naked. Once you realize how good it feels to rip it off or take it off slowly and sensually, then it stops creating fear and it transforms into the most enlightening, fun, and playful aspect of your day. You yourself are your own obstacle. Rise above yourself. Prophets. Most human beings know the experiences of fear, insecurity, and feeling small. We all had a childhood that we had to grow up from. It's a good thing that we know what causes pain so that we have more awareness of choosing what brings in more love. There is no good reason to hide from this pain we are carrying while we are alive, as many do. We all have to face death one day, so we might as well find peace with the pain we're carrying now. The only reason we are hiding and playing small is so that when the game is over, we will get to experience an even bigger expansion and release of it. Yet after we've just read this sentence together, we can no longer live in ignorance, a limited awareness, and continue choosing smallness. Once we are conscious of it, we have to let it go. Otherwise, we're making a self-sabotaging choice. We cannot ignore the truth. We have to choose freedom from this moment on. No tree can grow to heaven until its roots reach down to hell. Carl Jung. The reality is that anyone who knows, you can sense when you're hiding your greatness. They just may have so much compassion for you and fear of facing their own smallness that they don't tell you when you're doing it. Only a good friend will let you know and say it in a way that you can hear. Our job is to listen and respect others when they tell us that there is a deeper authenticity to be explored. They are God's messengers, and they're always right. There is always a deeper connection to God to be explored. It's an infinitely deep well with layers to pass through. The ironic thing is, it gets lighter and lighter the further we dive deeper into its parts. Within our exploration of our deepest, darkest fear and insecurity, we will find there is also our greatest lightness, joy, and freedom. And all our problems are just thoughts. And thoughts are not a problem. Jeff Foster. So, do we want to know the greatest secret to be authentic all the time? It comes from practicing one simple thing. Constantly relaxing into your body, letting go of your mind, giving the creative energy that rises from that relaxation freely away. This means our typical day is more about letting go than it's about holding on. It's more about devoting our lives to sharing what we can give away rather than what we can acquire. When we are sharing our most authentic expression, we start seeing people as vehicles of receptivity. These people are eagerly waiting for us to come by so they can receive the boundless joy, lightness, and love we are naturally radiating. Our lives are a gift, so give it. Share the appreciation that is buried inside you. This is one of the most amazing aspects of what authenticity will lead you. The day we have found the most authentic, relaxed, creative expression of ourselves, we will notice a very unique and interesting experience comes with it. There's a sense of doing, an eternal free fall into ourselves. It's like doing a backflip off of a 9,000-foot cliff into a dark abyss, which seemingly has no bottom. We simply trust that the universe will catch us along the way and is there holding us safely in each moment. We don't have to cling to anything or think about how fast we're falling or when we'll hit rock bottom. We simply practice letting go of life and falling within ourselves, relaxing into our innermost being, into the infinite essence of who and what we are. There is nothing more enjoyable in the long road ahead of us than this. Slow down and enjoy the journey right now. Take time for the people in your life. They won't always be there. We always have a choice. And we make choices every single moment. You choose whether, what time you're going to go to bed, what time you're going to get up. You choose. Really, you choose. You choose when to eat, when not to eat. You choose when to laugh and when not to laugh. You choose when to feel good and not to feel good. But the majority of the time, we don't acknowledge that. Someone can tell you what to do. And your response is you either choose to do it or choose not to do it. You choose how to be in this life. You do choose what you do in this life. You choose your friends. You choose your relationships. You choose your clothing. You choose your vehicles. You choose everything. Now, that doesn't mean that at times we choose things that we believe are going to be, absolutely wonderful. And then we find out the flip side of them, and the flip side is the challenging side, which makes it all worthwhile. You choose to dye your hair. You choose exactly what you want to eat. You choose when to laugh, when not to laugh. You choose when to cry. You choose when not to cry. You choose to be happy, or you choose to be sad. You choose to be strong, or you choose to be weak. You choose where to go, point A to point B. You choose what to put into your body. I mean, it's a constant throughout our lives. We choose. It's a choice. It isn't that complicated. You can say to yourself, from this day forward, I am choosing to be happy. No matter what happens outside of me, I am choosing to be happy. You'd be amazed at what that commitment to yourself, that devotion to yourself will do. And when you see things, when you're exposed to, from our perspective, low frequencies, and we look at things that we feel are bad and ridiculous and scary and fearful, because we've chosen to be happy, we laugh at those things. We choose to laugh. When you can smile, when something strikes you, right, and you just smile, do you ever notice what the smile, and it's a genuine smile, not forced, but a genuine smile just comes over your face. Do you feel it in your heart, mind? Of course you do. You feel good. You feel happy when you smile. And it could be anything. whatever it is that motivates you to smile, make sure it's around you. And it's a catalyst, and it sets you into a much higher frequency. We know the difference. We know the feeling when we're sad and angry or happy and joyous. Huge difference. We know the difference because we've experienced both ends. But it's like what I've learned throughout this lifetime is that there are certain catalysts that you surround yourself with. For me, it's teddy bears. And when I look at them, I smile. It's no particular reason. They motivate a smile. And laughter. And some of us, for the most part, we don't often come along something that just makes us smile. It motivates us to smile. And I've suggested this to people through the years, is that when you find something that you just automatically smile, make sure you have it around you. Things that make you want to laugh, smile, be lighthearted, happy, joyous. After all, isn't that what our God is, the God that we are within these bodies? Yeah. So the separation, what we do is we learn in the body, okay, while we're in these physical forms, because we don't have a memory of anything else. Or how to open up that library, that great hole, to find out. So we're on the straight and narrow in each life. And we don't know that we don't know that we are not the body, and we don't know that we are the God. Most souls, and I would say the majority, 99.999, don't learn or experience in the physical form enough, because we have such short lifespans in these bodies, and they're like dinky compared to other civilizations. So we just don't have enough time, and the way we've been pre-programmed by other people's thoughts, it takes us a while to unravel and to discover for ourselves and our own thoughts that we generate. So when we leave the body, we don't know who and what we are. Seriously. We don't know what we are. We still believe that we're the body. Even, everything, just, you begin to understand everything is designed to confuse you, both in physical form and God form. It's designed to trick you, manipulate you. And it's all laid out for us to discover this. It could take many lifetimes to do that. After all, our journeys are endless, and we're immortal. We never die. So this matrix, that which is not real. Because notice, everything's always changing in the matrix. Everything. You look around you, all around you, okay, and you'll notice that everything is changing. Now, one might say, then the body isn't real because it's constantly changing. Okay? But that's kind of like a trick there, because the body, the only reason the body changes is because it's been genetically modified to change, which means age. The aging causes the body to change. And we know that aging is not natural. It's genetically engineered into the body. Aging is. It is known as, to some, emphatically, a dis-ease of the entire body. What do you think will happen when the body doesn't age and we have all the time we care to have in that body to learn about who and what we are? Truly so. A major amount will happen. What do you believe will happen as we progress even more and know that we can create anything we desire, whenever we desire, all the time? Massive, massive shift in consciousness. Do you believe that there will be, here's another, in the quiet time of this meditation, do you believe that when you discover all of this, do you believe there will be a heaven outside of you? A hell outside of you? No, they won't exist. They're part of the matrix, all engineered. Because the heaven is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. The hell is within you. All of it is within you. The God that we are, every one of us, all connected, all of us across a great expanse into all universes, of all dimensions, of all existence and beyond consciousness, make up the one God. That's why we use the words co-creator. We're all creating, so we're all participating in creation. Can you feel it within your chest, throughout your body? That vibration, that higher level of pure, deep, eternal love, and ascending more and more and more within yourself to discover that you are the God. You can see all this stuff moving and evaporating as you walk the path. You see it in front of you, and it looks really real. It looks just real. And as you walk, it disappears. It falls away. And that's why we're here. That's why we enter any physical form for. To determine that everything outside of us is not real. How was it created? By us. Now, the God within these bodies is the only thing that is real. That which doesn't change is real. That which always changes is unreal. Can you see how the matrix, in its intelligence, has structured things to continually fool us, challenge us at every turn, every corner, every step? And see, as we do this, as we choose to do this, you begin to unravel all the falsities, all of them. And is it as clear as the day, they come in front of you. You start to understand that these aren't real. These are entertainment. This body that I'm in is not permanent. It's temporary. All that I experience is temporary. Okay? Everything outside of me, all the things that I experience, all the things that I desire throughout this life are temporary. I could amass billions of dollars, trillions, and it's all temporary. Can you see the difference between those of us who collect because of the ego's insecurity and never allow it to flow? They just collect. So they spend their whole lives collecting and never releasing. Wow, isn't that a way? That's a real challenging way to live, isn't it? And the only thing that keeps us from coveting is the ego mind, the insecurity, which is an illusion, which is only there to challenge us. It's only there to challenge us, period. And then when you begin to open the doors within you, and you start seeing all these shelves and cupboards and closets, and they're all full. You walk down this aisle, and on both sides of it, there's just stuff crammed everywhere. And this is all of the life experiences, all the things, some of the things that you don't care to be faced with, some of the things that you forgot about and pushed aside, all of it's there within us. And we're walking, and every cupboard we open, every closet door that we open is stuff. Stuff falls out of it. It's so packed. And that's the way some of us, that's how we go through this journey. We collect things like we're a magnet, and all these things stick to us. And we don't let go of them. I mean, we carry stuff from past lives. We don't know it. We think it's from this life, but it's from past lives. And that's where people will go and have life regression, where they'll be taken back to a life to sort things out and clear them up. And these things influence us, and we don't even know they do. Isn't it amazing? And as we travel through this life, certain things come up and stuff, sensitivities, this and that, and we don't say to ourselves, why am I being so sensitive to this or sensitive to that? Why am I so angry about this or angry about that? We just are, see, we just experience, we just do it. But when you discover everybody on this planet, for all intents and purposes, should have made a decision to go within. Now that's a scary thing because it's an unknown for many. It is an unknown. They fear because they don't know. And that's where all the possibilities are. So once in a while in our existences, we take a leap of faith. We dive right in. And we have no fear of doing so, because we've moved ourselves to the understanding that the universe will always have our backs. Always. And the universe knows better than we do on what's the best for us. And what that is basically letting things go. surrendering, tension, frustration, fear. Letting the ego mind do their thing, but don't get involved with it. You see? Let them play their games with each other. Let them be insecure. And watch what happens when you don't stick your fingers in there. And you recognize the thoughts and you don't engage them. Now, at first, it doesn't seem like anything's taking place when you do that. And you'll immediately be overwhelmed with it. You know why? Because why weren't you all along when it was master of you before? Because you weren't aware. That's all. And none of this is negative. It is a challenge. It takes a lot of courage. But see, fear creates courage. Fear brings out courage. We have to have fear. See? These things are designed to help us ascend. And we all know, we have the inclination that in past lives we've really gone the gambit. We really have. Does it make any sense to any of us that we keep doing it without knowledge of the past, of past lives? Does it make any sense that we keep doing it blindly? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. And there's a lot of questions that you'll come up with, that you'll have that you never had before. You'll challenge things. You know, things will become clearer for you. And you'll sit there and you'll say to yourself, and the God within you, no, I just don't care to mess with that. I don't care to engage it. You know, that's an ego mind thought, not my thought. Because remember, the ego mind is not you, the God that you are in that body. Like I said, we inherit a lot of these things through the organic vessel that we're in. But we don't know it because we have no memory. Okay? So we do a lot of unraveling. Buddha did unraveling. Jesus did unraveling. Maitreya, Lao Tzu, Kuan Yin, many did unraveling. They decided and chose to go within to unravel the mystery of who and what they are. And to many, they seemed like gods. They made statues of them, and they worshiped the statues. They believed that the statues communicated with them, which they didn't. Remember something as you go into the quiet time. There is nothing higher, more powerful, more knowledgeable than the God that you are in that body. Period. Nada. Zero. Zilch. There is nothing more powerful, more knowing than the God that you are in that body, more loving, more kind, more generous. No one, no God in any physical form or housed in anything is any higher, any more powerful than any of the gods. We are all equal. We always have been. We always will be, ever beyond and forever. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy, slow breath in through the nose. And an easy, slow breath out of the mouth. Remain still. Stop playing all victim games. I'm curious how you'll feel when you trust this message and implement this commitment deeply. Be free from your victim mindset. Notice your higher self is here now, and the main player in this divine, all-intelligent playground. When you are participating in this life with more love, trust, and awareness, life responds back with the same type of spiritual goodies. Looking out for your higher self always. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night. We'll return here Sunday, March 19th, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be in deep gratitude at all times. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times, no matter what the matrix is doing out there.